All right, so we got some good Polish league action today. We got Asseco Resovia versus Trefl Gdansk. Both teams are Polish teams. For Asseco Resovia or Resovia Rashao, I don't know how to say it, but Stephen Boyer is that guy. Okay, he gets 40 sets here. He's the French right side who jumps out of the gym. And then the second guy for them is Sibuye, who is a Slovenian outside. He's a very big dude. Usually he's a beast, but I don't think he had the best game this game. And then Bednarz, I assume he's a Polish guy, you know. And then for Gdansk, we got a bunch of guys who I'm not really sure who they are. We got a Polish middle here. Not sure. I think Polish. Um, Polish. Polish. Pretty much everyone on this team is Polish except for him I know is German. And there's a guy from the Netherlands, and then there's a guy from somewhere else, I think. But yeah, I don't know which. But yeah, mostly Polish guys, but it's really good volleyball here. It's a five setter too. You know what? You know I love a nice five setter. I actually try to stay away from games that are only three sets. I do it sometimes if it's a good like two really good games, or if it's like a team that I didn't expect to win. I'll watch a three setter, but Stephen Boyer just starting off crazy strong here. And he goes super high toss, which is fair enough. I mean, he's got to contact the ball up here. So fair enough. He's so athletic, starting a 5-0 here with a few aces right off the bat. And he switches it up. This is not a bad time to switch it up too after five serves. You want to take a little bit of a deep breath. And then they're also definitely on their heels as well. But yeah, no, he's Stephen Boyer's a monster. He must have, I think he had a really good game this game. What was this little what's this orange thing here? You saw it? What is this? What the heck? Don't know what that is. Don't worry about it. That guy got blocked on a triple block. That's Bednor's right there. The guy passing. Is he a lefty? He might be a lefty. I'm not sure. That guy's a lefty, that's for sure. And I'm a big fan of this. I actually think this is really nice. I think this is something that more people should do. And I think more people are doing it, is like instead of hitting the overpass, throwing it off when there's a front row setter. If there's a back row setter, swing on the first one. But you want to do the golden eagle, as Taylor Averill calls it, when there's a front row setter, because then that person's gonna be up with you, and then you can just set someone else. And everyone else is gonna be in serve receive, stuff like that. So who's hitting this? This is Sibilia. Yeah, this is Sibilia right here. He's Slovenian. He's usually pretty good. He did well in the Olympics, as far as I'm concerned. Um, yeah, he's good. He's very good. It's just he must have had a tough game. That's all. I do this sometimes right here. Watch Sibilier. He goes and then he stops himself. I need to stop doing that because I do a lot of this as well. Is I act like I'm going to go up and then I stop myself. Try not to do that. Try to avoid that at all costs because it messes with the defense. And Panagotis chat says, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Sorry that I keep doing it. Trying to fix it. I will be better. Nice line swing. Something happened there. What happened? Not sure what happened there, but maybe somebody was in the net. And this guy's setting it right here. This is the German setter, but he's old. He was born in 1986, I think I just saw. So he's an old guy. He's an old cat, real old, but he's still playing. Maybe 86 is wrong. No, no, that would make sense. He's almost 40. Wow, good for him. Wow. Yeah, this is why Cebulia had a tough game. Yeah, it's barely in bounds, but it's in nonetheless. And look at how he finishes this right hand here as the blocker. Look at how he finishes the right hand into the court. See how his hand is like flicking into the court there? It's such a small difference, but it just adds an inch, and the game make or break. Like an inch can tell you if you're gonna win the point or lose the point, honestly. So yeah, Stephen Boyer, I mean, if he hits with range, nobody's going to stop him. That must be what happened in this game because he definitely had a great game. I know for a fact he hit 500 in this game. I checked the stats beforehand and like efficiency wise, not kill percentage. Efficiency wise, he hit 50%. And I think that was with 25 kills on 40 attacks or something like that. I don't know. Pretty crazy. Yeah, so yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast, that's for sure. Ooh, hello. So that means he hit what, 62.5 kill percentage? Yeah, and like right here again, same thing. If he's hitting with range, we already know he's physical. He can do some pretty crazy things. Like he can OT you, but like why risk trying to go OT on somebody if you can just swing sharp and there's no chance for them to cover it. Like there's literally no chance for them to get that. And this guy, Mbe, he's Mufasa Mbe, I think is what his name is. He's from Poland, but that name does not sound Polish. I just don't know where it is from, so I'm not going to keep talking about that. That's nice dump. This is nice. Physical. And it's nice when I see a setter dump, how they go very this way into the court, like aiming right here, because it allows him to follow through. It allows him to follow through so that he doesn't hit the net. Like he can throw it harder without hitting the net. So that's really nice, like aiming right here. I might clip this to send it to one of my players that I'm coaching this weekend. Mm, yeah, high swing. Good footwork too. Get the feet there. It's right over his right shoulder. Okay. So as he's getting his feet there, he gets to the ball and then see where the ball is. It's right over top of his right shoulder right when he wants to hit it. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful footwork. Great timing. And he just swings it super hard, super high. Sibilier dimes it. I think maybe it's Shibuya. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Somebody correct me. I don't know. Ooh, this is the only time when that breaks down is if you don't know if the setter's front row or back row. Okay. You have to just trust that the setter's not going to set it because he's back row, he can't. And then you ended up giving him a free ball because of that. Sibilia, what you doing? No, sir. Sibilia, you shall not pass today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is tough. This is really tough to see because if all three of them are up, I'm not mad at this swing at all, a little bit up, bang, but two guys drop their hands and then you get blocked by the third guy who doesn't. I'm not a fan of them dropping their hands there. I guess it didn't make a difference, yeah, but if you play the numbers game of like how often will that work and how often will it not work, I would rather you guys just keep your hands up. Let them let them try and use your hands. Really good move here by this middle. Physical. Like, and I mean physical, not in just the sense of like, oh, he gets up really high. Look at this split step here, okay? He hits a split step, and then look at how much power he's producing with this leg right here. He's just launching over there, closing that block super, super well. Ay, ay, ay. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Okay. This one's nice. I mean, that one he guessed, it seems like. And then yeah, no block. But I like this run by the setter. He looks, and this is why it's important to look as a setter. Okay, see how he sees this, and he sees that this guy's not coming all the way over. And if he knows where this route's going to be, he knows that this guy's free. Because he looked, he can tell that this is going to be a free kill. I think it's if you don't look as a setter right now, as of right now, you should learn how to. Like it just has to start with it just has to start with a little peek. That's all. A little tiny peek just to see what the middle's doing. Hmm. Interesting move by the middle. It was a one leg move. Got to do what you got to do there. Passing four because, well, it's Stephen Ball here. Or no, it wasn't. It was Chibulia. This guy. Nosovich. I don't know who Nosovich is, but he's the right side for him, and he's not doing too bad. Let's see this one more time. Yeah. And sometimes you can just swing as hard as you can. I definitely do it sometimes. I'll fully admit that. But yeah, I mean, if you play the numbers game, you can also swing as hard as possible, cross, like sharp cross like that to a good spot, and then it just ups your chances. Definitely. You know, I feel like when I tell people to hit with range, it's like me telling them that they're bad, and then they're just like all mad at that, and then they're just like, no, I'm gonna hit it as hard as I want, wherever I want. But I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to make you better. It's gonna help you. It's gonna get you more kills, man. Getting kills is cool. Imagine you have a game where you hit 100%. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dang cool. That's cooler than bouncing a few balls and then getting monster blocked a few balls too. Like, no, come on. I'm taking that 100% game all day. Come on. These money. I don't care if they're boring. I don't care if they are. I want kills. And again, same thing like Boyer. Just because he's big and he could OT these guys probably. Okay, he could go through this guy's hands probably. That's not a high percentage swing. This right here is a high percentage swing because he contacts it super high, and these guys have a really tough time to block it because he's contacting it super high, hitting it from a super high point, hitting it super high and sharp around the block. The block is your first enemy. It's your first enemy. Defense is second enemy. But if you're hitting it hard enough past the block, you're giving yourself a good chance. Okay. Like right here though, he doesn't hit it past the block. He gets hit with the block. It almost goes through. But the defense, it slows the ball down for the defense, and then they're able to recover it and just play. And now let's see what happens. They get a kill. Come on, too easy. He barely jumps on this puppy. I'm not surprised that Stephen Boyer is gone though. Bang. Simba. It's a nice swing though. High, hard, deep, clean to a corner. Come on. Come on. That's gonna work. Is that M base serving? Hey, I don't mind that serve, man. It's a pretty nice serve. And I mean, a lot of times when you think of a float serve, a lot of people think of like, oh, I'm just putting it in, I'm just putting it in play. I'm float serving because I'm not good at volleyball. You can push your float serve. Like you can definitely push your float serve and try and contact it at a higher point, get better contact of the ball so it moves more. You can hit it harder, but that if you hit it harder, it requires you to hit it from a higher point as well. So yeah, it's a nice run. Good adjustment to drop inside there. It's much easier for someone to drop inside on a set that's inside than it is for them to drop inside on as a blocker on a set that drops inside. Feel me? You feel me? Yeah, I mean, right here, you're triple blocking against Stephen Boyer. You're gonna need to jump as high as possible because if you do a standing block like these guys did, I mean it's as physical as a standing block can be, but this is what's going to happen if you're not as physical as possible. I mean, even if you are as physical as you can be, Stephen Boyer is going to be more physical than you, so but it's just giving yourself a better chance. That's all I'm saying. Hmm. I love this dump. This is such a nice thing that you gotta just add into your game. Like he can't hit this ball. He's just not in a position where he can hit this ball. It's almost right in Stephen Boyer's hands. Tip right by. But it's like downward. It's a downward tip, okay? It's not an easy tip. It's not a like a little softy thing. He's throwing it down like a man. Shout out Stephen A. Smith for saying that volleyball is a women's sport. Shut up. Halkeft, as they would say in Denmark. Yeah, this one sneaks by just because this middle looks like he doesn't press over the net enough. I mean, you got to be careful though against. It's tough. It's tough because he needs to be high. Look, I mean, look where the guy's hitting it. He's hitting it very high. Okay, but you also need to press, or else this is going to happen, and you're just selling your defense out. Like if you're not taking care of this ball, then you're selling your defense out. So I'd rather this guy get OT'd than allow this to happen. So what I'm saying is I would rather him press and then the guy goes over him because he's pressing too far. Well, too far. Than for him to go high, 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 and then it goes right in front of him. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. See, this is smart. This is smart volleyball. Ball's here. Ball's tight. He's gonna have a triple or a double block right in front of him on a weird one. Also, he's a setter, so why not just give it to somebody else? Also, the two-hand throwdown is also very, very nice, and you should add that into your game as well. If you don't have that in your bag of tricks yet, try to add it into that bag of tricks because it's a nice tool. I like that. I like that. And I mean, this is also another tool to add, but you can't do it every time, or else they're just going to read you and then take it as a free ball. Okay, you have to be swinging hard consistently so that they're like, oh, this guy's gonna swing deep corner. And when they make the adjustment, thinking that you're gonna swing deep corner, that's when you can tip. But you have to establish it first. You have to establish that you're gonna swing hard before you can score on a tip. Or it's early in a game and they watched film on you and said, oh, this guy's gonna swing hard usually. But I would say it's better for you to establish it first. This is establishing it. Like this would establish it. This is why they would need to be deep because he's OTing them. But yeah, I would rather hold on, let's go back to this real quick. I would rather they give up this ball where there's a chance for them to dig it than for the other ball that went like right in front of him and went and probably landed right here, I think. Yeah, he's in motion. Give it to him. I like this. This guy's on the ground. Leave him alone. Hopefully this middle bites on the middle. It's a really nice move though. And I mean, I feel like on a perfect pass type of thing, it's like it's not a full split step, it's like a load split step because he's loading so that if he needs to, he can jump, but then he just changes where his body weight is loaded into this foot so that he can push off of it. I really like that block move. It's a really nice block move. I think it's too many touches. Look how high Stephen Boyer jumps. I thought he was gonna jump way higher. But you guys see what I'm saying there? I want to go back to this. I really want to look at this so I can maybe teach my teammates this or the kids that I'm coaching this weekend. Yeah, that's nice. Perfectly timed. That's a beautiful move. Who is this guy? Sorry, one more time so I can see who it is. David. Okay, now we can move on. I'm getting sick. I don't like it. I think I'm getting a little bit sick. I hate being sick. Ugh, gross. I feel like a gross human being when I'm sick. But this is what I'm talking about when he's pushing his float serve, okay? He's a big dude. He's contacting it at a very high point, okay? And then nice float. And then it just barely goes over the net and it's pushing it. Okay. I'm gonna talk to Nikolai about that. So he could really push his float. Gosh, yeah. Look at this. I mean, Stephen Boyer has a really nice arm swing too. Look at how fast it is. It barely even catches it in the frame. Barely can catch it in the frames, man. And they're all just huddled in there because they know he's gonna be freaking bombing it somewhere. Yeah, on a solo block with Stephen Boyer, there's no point in staying deep, especially against your setter. Like, against this guy, come on. He's gonna go OT. He's gonna hit it wherever the heck he wants, honestly. Yeah, and this is one though where I feel like he doesn't get his feet to the right spot, and then he's jumping backwards, and then he has no vision, first of all. So first, I mean, the set could have helped with that too. Obviously I want this ball tighter by Sibilier, the set. But like if he's jumping backwards, he's not as physically as he can be, and he's not as controlled as he can be because his momentum is like in a weird way, you know. This is decent. This is a decent adjustment. Just tipping right over the top of that puppy. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And it's quick too. I want to see this too. It's quick. You know, like he doesn't lag. He doesn't wait to tip it. When he shows it late. You know, if you're gonna tip, you have to show it late if you're trying to actually score off of it. It's a good touch. It's a good touch by the block. It's just tough. Like you can't be mad at that one. Oh, that's a beautiful run. Who is this setter? This is the other guy. Okay, this is the other guy. Throwing it in there, keeping it in front of him. That's a beautiful run. Let's see where he jumps off it from. He jumps from very far off the net. Okay. But then the setter still has to get it in front of him. Setter still has to throw it very far in front of him. Bang. That's a beautiful run. A plus. A plus run there. Gotta love it. I would say Stephen Boyer should have ripped that first one. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it works out. Oh, 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 crazy stuff. Just crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. And yeah, like this is a situation where I want to learn. I want to be on a team where I could just zip it super tight to this guy and he can just go up and dunk it because there was nobody there. You know, like they're on a triple block. We get a reuse. We zip it over here and there's nobody. But I am not yet on a team that can do that. You got to be on a team that processes the game so fast. Like Japan, I think processes the game really fast. I think Canada, their Olympic team last year processed the game really well. I think I was watching some Canada. I think they actually use the pipe really well too. I think that adds a ton to their game. But supposedly they got a bunch of guys retiring from the national team, which stinks, you know, because I think they could have been good in the next Olympics. But hey, why not let the young guns come in and see what they can do? I don't mind that, I guess. Beautiful pass, textbook, open up the hip, lean away on the angle. It puts it up high. I love it. And then he's on the pipe. Maybe a slight misconnection though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So much happening. And this is good patience by this middle, just waiting, waiting, waiting. And then when he sees it, he goes. And it's a good touch. It's a really nice touch. Oh, like this. I like this. The idea was there. The idea probably would have worked. He just set it over the net, it looks like. Yeah. Good read by the libero to get around that ball or get around that block, sorry. See, this is much better by his with his footwork here. Is he jumps to the ball and then he's jumping forward, not backward. I mean, not ridiculously forward, mostly upward. He's jumping straight up almost, but with a little bit of forward momentum. You want a little bit of forward momentum if you want to be as athletic as possible. Sibulia, what a good swing. I mean, it's a decent swing. Oh, that's a tough one. Like this right here, I don't want my middles to give up because I can't read that. That's a tough one for me to read. You know, like that's barely any space. I can't read that. That's tough. Yeah, there's certain parts of the court that I'm fine with my middle giving up and allowing people to swing at. But look at that. I really like this guy's serve. I really do. I think he could continue to push it more and more. Like in practice, I can keep getting better with it, but still. Oh, I love this. I love this. It's a beautiful run. It's trust. You know that somebody's jumping with you. You know that this guy's jumping with you. You know that he's getting moved over. You know where his route is. Okay, so this guy, he's not gonna move over that extreme. Okay, because then he gives this up too much, and that's Stephen Boyer. You don't want to give that up. So this setter knows that since the primary hitter is right here, this middle's not gonna follow this guy. Okay, he's not going to. So boom, it's a free point. It's a free bounce. Free highlight plays. Take him or leave him. You know, you just got to know the game. Is that Schlika? No, that's Bednarz. Who the heck is Bednarz? Yeah, and this is a classic Stephen Boyer swing. OT to the deep corner. OT to the deep corner. He'll do that all day. Perfect. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see. Let's see what I'm seeing. Yeah, that middle's gonna commit. Yeah, and that's this right there is fine, I guess. It's a good swing. Honestly, it's just a really good swing. Who wins this game? I think it's Asseco or Resovia. No, Arjestao wins this game. And what I've told you guys in the past videos, I'm gonna keep repeating it. If you get somebody to jump, set the guy that's gonna be jumping. Set against that guy. Okay. You guys get what I'm saying. If you know somebody's gonna jump, whoever he would be blocking usually, set that person. Does he really get a touch here? Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it looks like he does get a touch there. That's crazy. And then he goes up and starts into that. Uh-oh. Tipsky. There in the net for sure. It's okay. The ball keeps going. Whoa, whoa, this is weird. That was an ugly, ugly free ball. I don't know why he's dropping his hands here. Also, look at how extreme this guy goes with his arms and stuff, and it completely gives away this sharp cross, okay? That's why you don't want to do that on a triple block, okay? You want to press straight forward. If he would have pressed straight forward, he would have clamped him. He would have clamped Stephen Boyer. But look how much space he's giving right here and all on this right. Like, you're not doing anything with this right arm anymore, okay? Because it's just so far away from the net. Like, look at all that space. Look at all that space, you know? You don't want to do that. I don't know if he saw the guy was dropping his hands and he was like, ah, shoot, I'm going to cover that up. But yeah, like that's just not. If you're going here, like going extreme to the side, you have to make sure that you are pressing that top hand, I guess you could say, enough, you know? Spinner. Good pass. See what happens. Let's see if this middle follows. I think he did. I think he followed and then see if he's up. He's not. Oh no. Titsky. Oh. Hmm. This guy, who is he? Nasovich. Must be a Polish kid. He's good though. Kid's good. Kid's an athlete. Let's see the serve one more time. Kablamo. It's a good serve. Sibilia, let's see if you put a good ball. Now this is I'll be honest, this is a classic Stephen Boyer. This is the Stephen Boyer swings I'm used to, just getting the ball. Just hitting it from really high and hitting it through the block somehow, some way or another. Does he save it? He does not. He doesn't save it. That's okay. That stuff happens. Ooh. The guy Mbe that I was talking about with the good serve, he missed his serve. I'm disappointed. Gosh, Stephen Boyer gets up so high. And if you're playing against a kid who jumps super high like Stephen Boyer, this swing right here, not a chance it's going in bounds. Okay. He's just reaching his hand as high as possible and swinging as hard as possible because that's the only swing that he has available. Okay. Because it's just the dude's huge. It's a huge block. You have to just play against the block. You can't play like it's a normal block. It's not. It's a huge block like this. Same type of thing. He's swinging high. He knows it's not a normal block. Okay, but he knows where those hands are. He knows he can swing for the back wall, and it'll go off his hands, and go out of bounds. Oh, I need to figure out my posture. Bringing you all back. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I gotta fix my shoulder. Oh my gosh. Good lift. It's a really nice lift. I mean, and look how as he's passing this or like setting this ball with his platform, look how he finishes. Okay, he finishes to like where the peak of that ball is going to be. Okay, so you got to kind of like put it halfway. Okay, oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful set. It really is. And this is a good thing to do is have this type of tempo pretty fleshed out with your setter. So you just know, so there's no waiting, no anything like that. Like it's okay, I call this. This is I we've been in this type of situation before. We know where you're gonna set it. I know where when I'm gonna leave and do whatever, like have that tempo pretty automatic if possible. Number nine, yeah, he's making some extreme block moves. And this is Stephen Boyer can do that because he's hitting it so high, so it's easy for him to go field you know. Okay. Yeah, if you're setting a high ball with your hands or your platform, I think it's important to think about finishing your hands to the peak of where that ball needs to be. Like it's like halfway. Like you have to be aiming for the peak to be halfway to where it is. So you're putting it high and it's going to be on the other side of that. Physics is predictable. Okay. You know, because it's kind of it's hard to think about that stuff. But I mean, some people that might help, to think about that type of angle. Some people it won't. Personally, I think that actually does help me. I think it's a good little bit to think about. I'm not a big fan of this guy getting himself right behind this ball because then when it rises, the only adjustment is, but it worked out. Reverse float again, going outside. Let's see what Sibilia does. He is a very good player. And if he can swing deep like that very consistently, I think he'll be just fine. I think Asseco, Resovia, Rashao is actually has a very nice roster this year. Who's their setter though? Ooh, it's happened to me yesterday. That's tough. Yeah, and like still, he's helping with the middle here, Sibilia. Watch him. Okay, he's helping with the middle here, and then he has to shuffle over and make a move and try and close that line a little bit. And it's just, yeah, he just pressed a little bit too late. If he was here a split second earlier, he would have gotten that block. Okay, so it's just important. It's important to make sure that you're pressing early so that right there doesn't happen because that's really hard to play defense around as well. Okay, good lift, go fast, and this is the type of play where I'd like to go fast. Like this is a really nice feel for the game. He has the advantage because he's going to be going fast anyways. Like come on, that's nice stuff right there. Oh, see ya. Bad miss serve. Yeah, I don't like miss serves. That's something we got to figure out as men. Women got it figured out. They don't miss too many serves. It's actually I feel like it's pretty rare for them to miss serves. Stephen Boyer, why did you drop? Because he got tooled the last few times. That's probably why. He doesn't like getting tooled, which is fair enough. But if you drop like this, it gives up this entire left side of or sorry, technically his right side of his arm. Gives it all up and then they're crapped out of luck there. Float serve, perfect pass, going to the outside. I want to see this one more time. Oh, I feel like this is really tough for this middle to fully bite on it. I feel like he's just got to be a little more low and low and loaded, so that he can make a decision instead of guessing there. But I mean, it probably wouldn't have made a difference with that specific swing. But if the dude took a different swing, then it would have made a difference, maybe. It's a good defense. Look how relaxed he is, and he goes and just holds it. Pops it up, hold it. Oh, beautiful swing. Beautiful swing. Off the hands. See you, buddy. That's a kill. That's a kill for sure. Okay. Float serve. Nice. Not bad. Ooh, okay. Not bad. Good run. Real nice run. Okay, we got a float serve, lefty floater, right to Sibilia, over the top to Sibilia. Yeah, Sibilia didn't have the best game here. I've seen him have some crazy games though, so personally, not sure why he, maybe I guess it's smart to give up some line to him, but if you're giving up this much line, then there's a problem. So it's also dependent on where the ball is too. He does pick it off pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The further the ball goes, the further you have to go. That's all I'm saying. I think he should have taken more line there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Get a little messed up here. Oh, good left. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. These blockers think he's all out of luck and he has to go here. But guess what? In this weird situation, he doesn't panic. He still has some sauce. Sets this guy. See what happens. It's a kill. Because this guy's walking into it. Look at him. He's walking into it. He doesn't think that's gonna happen. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. And then he gets tooled. Even this hitter didn't think it was gonna happen, but he's still somewhat ready. He was more ready than the blocker, that's for sure. I like that stuff, man. Like when the other team thinks that you guys are panicked and you only have one option, show them that you can do whatever the heck you want, man. I love that. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Ooh, I think it might have hit this guy's nuts. No, maybe no. This is nice. Like I think this is a good amount of line to leave. Like if he can hit that, then yeah, the defender can probably get that. Yeah. Is it right for us to be able to talk crap and also high five people sometimes? Because that is my style of play. I enjoy that. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Simeon Nikolov gone wrong. That is crazy. Oh, he got housed here. Yeah, this is a tough one. And I'm not really sure what options he has here besides to tip. To tip or aim at this hand, maybe. I mean, he obviously I don't think he can take this super sharp cross. He's just not high enough. Maybe he's trying to go off the edge of this block here, but yeah, he doesn't have too many options. Really good seal of the line here. Okay, he knows that this guy doesn't have many options, so he needs to seal the line there. It's really nice. Just so he makes sure that he doesn't have any options, you know? So you want like right here on the ball, not here. So then, because if you're here on the ball, you're gonna get tooled all the time. Also, by the way, I say a lot of times to wait. Oh my gosh, is this what the heck happened here? See, I don't like just get out of the way. If he's jumping there, get out of the way. I think so many times in practice, this type of stuff happens, and then people get injured. It's just so bad. Like that's completely controllable. Just get out of the way. The screen doesn't matter that much where you have to be here. Look at this. The screen doesn't matter that much if he's like, look, these guys are leaving anyways. They can see him anyways when he jumps. The screen doesn't matter enough to where these guys need to be sitting there in his way, and then boom, he gets bumped into. Come on, come on, yeah, come on, man. I think that's so stupid. I mean, so I've seen videos where people in practice or like warm-ups, um, they serve and then literally jump on someone who's serve receiving, like when they're doing serve and pass, and it's just like both sides are going at the same time, and somebody's passing while somebody's serving. If you're jump serving, you're supposed to jump into the court, okay? Why would you have people sitting right where you are jumping into? Like it's just dumb. It doesn't make sense. So just get focus reps, be slow, be deliberate with it, be safe with it. Like it's just, I mean, come on. Like if you had people standing right here while this guy's serving, you'd think that this guy was dumb. Like look at where he is, okay? If he's passing here, Let's see where he lands. Okay, he lands there. That's literally where he lands. Come on. It's just stupid, man. It's just dumb. Don't do that. Think through. And if your coach does that, tell him that you're terrified to break your ankle. Okay, I've had to do that. I've had to do that this year. I'm terrified to break my ankle and have no more season because I'm serving while somebody's passing. And yeah, I broke my foot because well, we wanted to get a few extra reps. Not worth it, bro. Not worth it at all. Good run. Good run. Good run. This is why I like this run right here so much is because even if this guy does help, if everyone's disciplined on their own person, this is open all day. Okay. Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Do. No. All right, we got the fourth set here. Wow, this is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not a fan of the long videos. I know you guys probably don't like the long videos, but this is just how I watch film. Y'all are just with me when I'm watching film. That's all it is. Going outside, Sibilia. Oh, he got black. Oh, he got black. Oh, he got blocked. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I love this block move for many reasons. Okay, the footwork's great, but then look at that left hand. Look at how far forward it is pressed. Okay. He presses this left forward, or he presses this left hand way before he presses this right hand. Okay. Then he rounds out, and then he's perfectly perpendicular, well, parallel to the net. His shoulders are then parallel to the net. Yeah, look at that, man. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at how far forward he presses his left hand. This one is more, yeah, it's facing the hitter slightly, just a slight bit. Maybe not perfectly parallel. He's not parallel when he's jumping. He's almost perpendicular when he's jumping. And then he squares out while he's there. And then he's squared up. Then he rolls off. Okay. Oh, beautiful. But he holds that left hand as he rolls off too. Look at how he holds that left hand. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. That's a beautiful block move. Nice shot, Mbappe. Nice shot, Mufasa. I think his name. Is it Mufasa? Musafa. Musafa? No, I think it's Musafa. I don't know. It's something like that. It's an M. It's an M name. Yeah. Yeah. Nice serve though. Reverse float. Decent. Decent. Get pop. Oh, hey-oh. I am a big fan of this. I like it. Oh, good block. Look how stable he is too. He's not drifting at all. It just gives him so much time. He's not drifting. He jumps straight up. And look how he gets his feet there while he does that block move so that he can go straight up. So nice. Drifting as a with a block move is very specifically. It can be good, very specific situations, but for the most part, it's way more beneficial not to drift. I like this block move. He just was a little bit late to make it. You gotta be quick with how fast you notice where the middle route is. I like him taking like one dedicate step to it. Okay. But yeah, nice. Yep. Nice job, Sabulia. Nice serve. And they completely move. Oh, hello. I think that's funny, man. Nothing else to it. Yeah. Nice. They go really far with Sabulia. I mean, I think he cuts that ball pretty fiercely. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. What happened here? This guy freak out? I think it's good defense. It's a good block. I mean, it's a really nice swing. But yeah, I mean, even if you're hitting people, that's why it's important just to make sure you're going past the block, getting like swinging past the block, because the defense in the men's game is just not as good. We hit the ball very hard. Okay, I'll admit that. But we're not offensive. We like to bounce balls. We like to hit the ball really hard. Okay. We don't like to get digs for the most part. For the most part. Well, there's some psychotic liberos out there who I just want to get hit. I just want to get hit. Give it to me. But I'm not like that. I want to hit the ball hard. I want to what do you call it? 10 pack or what do you call it? I want to pack someone's head in when I hit the ball. That's what I want to do. Almost snuck it through. Almost snuck it through, but he did not. That's why it's important to press straight forward. On a triple block, it's important to press straight forward. The game of volleyball is so situationally specific though, so you gotta learn all these different situations and why something works in this situation, but why something that same thing doesn't work in a different situation. You have to understand the game very, very well to be elite in this game. Like if I'm just a really good shooter, they can post me up in a corner. But if I don't understand the game, then I can never be great. Okay. Like let me think of some examples. Like Ray Allen at the end of his career. Yes, he had a crazy IQ. I think he had a great basketball IQ still. But like at the end of his career, he was just a spot up shooter. A great spot up shooter, of course. But like I don't think we have that in the game because like right here, if he would have made a different move, he's not getting this block. It's a beautiful block move. I mean, he's athletic. He goes off 1 foot, and then he presses immediately as he's jumping. Okay, like it's so nice. It's a really nice block move again. Look at how much he's pressing forward. Look at how much he's pressing, man. That's beautiful. A nice block. It's against Stephen Boyer too. But like in volleyball, we don't have a spot up shooter. We can't have that. Okay. Setters, they have to understand the game really well so that they understand who to set, when to set, where to set, why to set one person, not the other. Like you have to understand the game really well. Look on this one. He's pretty much just reaching towards the ball. He gets the block because of it. Um, Outsides, you gotta understand the game at a really high level too. But like this one, this is a this looks like a crazy block move. But I would say it's too much for a situation like this because I mean he's not as physical as he could be. Obviously, if he tried to go up high, but he didn't hit it. Let's see, yeah, like this doesn't work in this situation because he just jumps too high. Yeah, and that's just situational awareness, awareness of why it might work in a different situation. But like if he would have made this move against a tip like this, yeah, that's working all day. You can throw it down. Game is such a situational game. You gotta understand the situations of why and when to do stuff, how to do stuff, all of that, all of that. We have a very fun game. I love the game of volleyball. I think it's beautiful, but I don't think enough people understand it at a functional level, at an elite level. I can try talking while I was drinking water. Sorry, guys. Oops, bopped him. But not enough people understand it at an elite level, I don't think. Maybe people know it at a functional level. Maybe I'm wrong there, but this is nice. Let me see. Like personally, I would have maybe given this guy space, a little bit of space because he's coming here. So to front him, this guy needs to be right here. So maybe I would have moved slightly over, and that just also helps me seal that line too. Yeah. 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 Game situation. Nice swing. I mean, I feel like right here, I feel like this guy can get that dig. He can get that dig for sure. He made the right move. Well, he made the right read, sorry. He knew where the ball was going. He just didn't get the correct touch on it. That's all. All right, who wins this one? Gdansk wins this one. I think it's a 5-setter, right? Ooh, that puppy's out. Float serve. That's a really good move here. I like that. How the libero stays low. Moves, lifts it with his shoulders. Look how he finishes there. Okay, beautiful. Nice. Oh, inbounds. Good chase. I mean, if you're guessing, if you don't know for sure, just play it. Okay, especially on a ball like that you can dime. You're gonna have three options. You're gonna be in a good spot anyways. So Sibilia swings out, but that's not Oliveira's fault there. Nice swing. Oh, gosh, my freaking my schnoz. My schnoz is all messed up. Like again, like right here, similar type of thing. Like for this middle to front him, he has to move over, but it's also like certain zones. You can only move over so much. And I like if this guy's running into these gaps, I think it's really nice to run the middle. Okay. But if it's gonna be where this middle would be hitting where the route would be right in front of the middle, and it's like face to face, then probably set somebody else, okay? But in the situation where this middle is jumping into the space in between these two blockers, super high percentage swing. Super high percentage swing. Because then they have to jump sideways and then way less physical at that point. Both people. Yeah. And if you have a middle that doesn't swing high, then maybe you gotta make some different choices. But even if, I mean, I still think that's giving the best option. Taking it. Hey, nice. Good block. Good block by that middle. Just wraps his hand around that ball a little bit extra. And this is a straight up one. I mean, perfect pass, of course. Oh, did he get hit? Oh, he got hit in the face. Ah, you're fine, Sibilia. I know you're a beast. Come on. Good lift. And I mean, personally, I really like taking this seam on my left here when I'm here, but I like taking this seam on my right here when I'm here because it's just momentum to the setter. Okay. See what I'm saying? Like it's momentum to the center of the court. Like if this libero would have taken it, his momentum's going this way. Basic physics tells you the ball will start to lean that way. And I'd rather it lean towards the middle of the court instead of outside the court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have probably set Sibilia there. Yeah, they're waiting. They're I like their blocking scheme. I like how they're blocking right now. They're waiting. They're being super patient. Let's see this cut real quick. Nice cut. But see, when he's doing this, he's still contacting it extremely high, okay? Even if you're trying to do something a little cheeky, you still got to contact the ball high because then it gives you so much more room for error, okay? Because then he can hit it right there. Oh, that's a beautiful swing. Genius swing. And it's situationally beautiful too. Oh, hello. Oh, good heavens. Nope. Miss serves in the fifth set. Come on, guys. We're better than that. Again, where this route is, goes straight in between people, and then he has space in between to swing. So he can just swing straight forward. He doesn't need to worry about being disciplined. But also, this guy's jumping sideways, this guy's jumping sideways. So look at how high they get. They get way less high than they would be if they weren't jumping sideways. I'm gonna make sure I talk to that kid I'm setting or kid I'm coaching this weekend about that because it's good. It's a good thing. Out of bounds, buddy. Out of bounds, broski, brosepi, kablam. hmm Yeah, this middle probably should have cheated a little bit more here. I don't know what. Did he get caught on something? Did he get caught on the pipe? Yeah, he just didn't close the block there. You got to get to a point where this guy's going to need more time, so it's going to have to be higher here. Okay, so what this guy's got to do is he's got to cheat just a little bit because this guy can set tempo to him, but he's got to put it a little bit higher for Boyer. Okay, and he's got to lean here. Also, this guy's a way better route, so it's just like slight percentage, maybe cheat a little bit. Okay, yeah, and then he just doesn't close that block. You gotta try and get to a point on the court where you'll be able to close every block. Obviously it's super tough and you got to be situationally aware. But I think middles truly do have to have high volleyball IQs because like they have to understand the setter. They really do. Bang. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about though. On extreme balls, you can't just only close with that left hand, okay? You have to close with that right hand too. Or else this right here is gonna happen and you're gonna get hit here. Because now this entire side of you, if it hits you, you're screwed. Okay. But if it hits that right or if it hits that left side, yeah, cool. Cool, cool, cool. He's getting him. But if it hits this right side into the undisciplined part of the block, then this happens and you're not in a good situation after that. Oh yeah. It's a great choice. Great choice. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's a carry at all. I don't think it's a carry by any means. I think that's perfectly legal. This is one of the ones where he's splitting these two options here. He's help blocking here, and he's blocking here. So he's got to shuffle in one way. But he's just got to press earlier, so he's not getting field goal. That happened a few times now. Beautiful swing down that line. If in this fifth set, I am telling this guy, do not help on the middle at all whatsoever. Don't help on the middle. Okay, this is the guy. This is the guy. We want a solid double block. You don't want to give that much to Stephen Boyer. He's gonna blast it there. Nobody's digging that. Come on. Come on. Come on. No point in him blocking there. Yeah, so like a late game tactic needs to be different from an early game tactic because late game it's gonna go to the big dogs. It's gonna go to the big guns. Nice block. And this is nice pressing forward and pressing into the six, okay? Because I mean, you can't give up the undisciplined stuff late game. You gotta force them to beat you in a disciplined way, in especially in a late game. But right here again, he drifts a little bit too much, and he can't close that six spot. I think he should have made the exact same block move because Cebulia, it looked like he made the exact same swing. Excuse me. Yes, correction. That's what I'm talking about though. Like if he's bang, same deal, same deal. He's taking away that maybe it's a decent swing cross, but it's a really nice block still. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Especially late game, that's huge. Gdansk up 9-8. Beautiful pass. Look how he leans. Look at how he leans. At this point in time, he's completely leaning this way. Okay. You gotta move this way. You gotta move over to this side of the court. Okay. He's leaning. He's leaning, and all of his weight's on this foot. Dime. And he dimed it. He dimed that puppy. But hey, right here, I'm fine with him. I'm fine with this guy not helping in the middle. Okay. I'm fine with this guy committing, being one-on-one because that setter's gonna set Stephen Boyer and Cebulier percentage-wise way more than that middle. They want to trust that middle and put their life on the line with that middle, deciding if they win or lose. Fine with me. I'm not letting Stephen Boyer decide it though, that's for sure. I'll let that middle decide if they win or not, but I'm not letting Stephen Boyer do it. Again, right here, there's no options anywhere near this guy, so he needs to get to a spot where he doesn't have to make a drifting block move and leave this much. I mean, maybe this is the point where he wants to leave this much for the libero, but the libero may have to just get to that line a little bit better there. Not sure. We got 11-11. Make a wish. Stephen Boyer made a wish on 11-11. He got the tape ace. 11-11. It paid off. Wow, wow, wow. Mbe, beautiful. This is a really nice serve. Look at how he contacts it pretty high. And then look at how it barely goes over that tape. Barely goes over the tape. And that's just a really difficult serve to pass. Ooh, ooh, ha, ha. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. Stephen Boyer, take a big swing. Ooh, wow. See, look at that. Again, he's pressing so much. He's pressing early, early, early. He doesn't want to get beat. It doesn't hit off of his hands. It doesn't come off the block really, really fast because of that, but still. Again, like this is a nice block move though. Disciplined. It's just a tough touch. They almost get him there, and like that's just unlucky, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, the game is in Stephen Boyer's hands. No thanks. Like I'm fine with letting him decide the game there. Sorry, I'm not okay with Stephen Boyer setting the game. But look at this. He's setting him many times. He's set him in the fifth set a lot of times, okay? They're gonna put the game into Stephen Boyer's hands, okay? You gotta understand that. Yeah, like in a pressure situation, you gotta know who the ball's going to. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And let's see, we got 16-15, Asseco Resovia. Who's gonna finish it out? Oof. We got 16-16, I think. I don't know what the final score is, but I think Asseco Resovia wins. Whoa. Again, like they're just feeding Stephen Boyer here. And you just gotta keep going to him because this is a risk, like setting Sibilia here. I'm okay with this guy being one-on-one with him. But yeah, be up on Stephen Boyer. Make sure you get a nice, solid double block against Stephen Boyer. Boom. That's a nice high swing. This guy's getting his feet to the ball really well. Look at how he tracks the ball, gets it in front of him, is super aggressive with his approach, gets it to a point where he can swing really hard. And I mean, maybe not the most disciplined swing, but he swings super hard and high. He swung high. That's my favorite part about that. He swung high. Wow, we got 18-18. This is the fifth set. Miss serves 19-18. Out of bounds. 19-19. Stephen Boyer goes for the cheeky stuff. I think Stephen Boyer here should have just blasted the ball. Do what you're good at. Don't do the stuff that you're not good at. Even if you think, oh, this might work really well. Do the stuff that you trust. Okay, obviously, I think Stephen Boyer trusts his ability to serve really hard more than he trusts his ability to go short. And this is how the game finishes out. It's tough. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep, yep. I mean, it's a really nice block move again, though. Let's see the full block move. Wow. And look at this. He's loaded, pushes off, gets his feet there, presses early, presses that right hand really well. Bang. What a game. Thanks for watching, guys.